Hi, so few days back I had made a video wherein I shared with you guys all the books which I managed to read in 2021. And if you have watched that video, then you would be knowing that I read total of 33 books last year, and I did really like few of them. Hence in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys my favorite, or let's say my top reads of 2021. So please keep on watching. Alright, so the first book which really stood out for me and touched my heart was A Thousand Splendid Suns by Khalid Hosseini. Oh my god, however much I praise this author and his writing style would always and always be less. The way the story revolves around the lives of two Afghan women, Maryam and Leila, is really heartrending, is really poignant. Their hardships, their struggle, their sacrifice, the way they are being ill-treated, will leave you teary-eyed. I would definitely recommend this book. It is a beginner friendly book, but having said that, I also know that this comes with a lot of triggers. So if you're someone who is not in a good mental state, then I would advise you to stay away from this book. But if you do not mind little bit triggers, and if you are in a good mental state, then I definitely think that you should go with this book. Next most favorite read of 2021 happens to be I've Never Been Unhappier by Shaheen, but I'm really glad that I chose to read this book in the first place. In this book, Shaheen has talked about something which everybody refrains from talking about, that is depression. Shaheen, in this memoir of hers, has talked about her battle with this deadly disease called depression. Through this book, she's letting the world know the degree of pain, the degree of mental trauma a depressed person has to suffer and go through. She clearly admits that being a star daughter, she had all the luxuries and comforts while growing up, but still she would feel hollow from inside, because depression cannot be cured with luxuries. I think it's a must. My next most favorite read of 2021 was We Should All Be Feminists by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. I think many people are still not aware of the true concept or meaning of the word feminism, and they tend to build their own concept of this word based on hate and misconception. So I really think that this book needs your time and attention. Next most favorite read of 2021 was Animal Farm by George Orwell. Who does not like Orwell's writing? Who doesn't like this book? Everybody likes it. It is a political satire on Soviet Communist Party. In non-symbolic terms, it is a tale of animals living on a farm known as Manor Farm who rise against their master, Mr. Jones, in order to suppress dictatorship. The book clearly highlights Orwell's criticism of Stalin's government and dictatorship in Soviet Russia. It was indeed a very meaningful, short, engaging and easy read for me. My next favorite read of 2021 has to be, hands down, The Namesake by Jhumpa Lahiri. How do I even praise this author? However much I appreciate her writing style would never suffice. She's that great. So this story is about a couple named Ashok Ganguly and Ashima Ganguly and their children, Gogol aka Nikhil and Sonia. Moving out of your native place and accepting and assimilating in an altogether new culture is a real big challenge, and failing in accepting those challenges is yet another challenge, and this becomes more so imperative when there's a generation gap. Gogol doesn't like his name, and this ultimately reflects the cultural tension in the further plot. Later on, he comes to the realization that a person's name doesn't state or reflect one's identity. So the way this book has been written is a star factor for me. Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka became my absolute favorite read of 2021. And if you are a regular viewer of my channel, then you would know that Franz Kafka is one of my favorite authors. The way he writes is really commendable. So the story is about a travel salesperson named Gregor Samsa, who one day wakes up only to discover that he has been transformed into a giant insect. Through this writing, Franz Kafka has tried to show a very important theme, that is the theme of alienation. And he has tried to give a very important message that how a person who is going through a physical discomfort often becomes a liability on his family members, and how their attitude towards the person change over a course of time when he is unable to carry out the responsibilities and meet ends. I think the descriptive richness of Kafka is top notch. So I think it's a highly recommended piece. Ikigai was also one of my most favorite reads of 2021. Ikigai is a Japanese secret to long and happy life. The book talks about a village in Japan named Ujimi, and and how most of the people of that village are above the age of 100. The authors of this book visit this village in order to discover some of the lifestyle habits and traditions of the people of Ojimi who are blessed with longevity. The book also emphasizes on the importance of exercise and has beautiful illustrations all over to help the readers understand and decipher them. At last, I have A Pleasant Escape by Piyush Rohankar. It was a review copy, but it surprised me in a pleasant way. If you are an IS aspirant, then I definitely recommend this book to you. Yeah, it's a wrap, guys. So these are the books which I really liked out of all the books which I managed to read last year. And yeah, if you want to purchase any of the books mentioned in this video, then I'll provide my affiliate link in the description bar down below. If you wish, you can click on the link to make your purchase. And yeah, if you happen to like today's video, then please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, also comment down below. And yeah, you can also follow me on Instagram if you have any query or suggestions. Until then, be safe, do well, keep connected, and thank you.